Well, I'm a history teacher, and so, I automatically have a connection to the past and that, but also I'm only connected to this through my husband, whose grandfather was a Raider, but I got to travel to the Doolittle Ray Memorial Hall last year, and I think I was just really touched by what I saw, and, as a history teacher for so long, I almost felt bad because I didn't know the whole story and I didn't teach the whole story because I didn't know. And so since then, I've kind of set out on a mission to make sure that, students in America hear the story and hear the story of the U.S. and Chinese cooperation, and, that we worked together before, we can work together again.
That's so well said. Sorry, we're shifting the angle. So you said American students, some of them might not understand this part of history, which is important. And if they know more, if more students know about it, why would that be a factor in terms of promoting bilateral relations nowadays?
Absolutely. I mean, if you don't know, that ignorance can, in the space of that ignorance, can all kinds of suspicion and, distrust and things like that comes in that gap. And so, we need to give our kids more experiences and more access to this knowledge so that we can truly understand each other, and find that common ground.
So right now we are seeing a lot of wars still going on across the world.
Mm-hmm.
And in World War II, at that time, after World War II, I think the whole world had kind of reflected on that. But still nowadays we haven't seen complete peace. Do you think that revisiting that history will also help us understand better in terms of avoiding wars and achieve peace?
Absolutely. I think it comes down to being open to understand, and it's the ignorance is where it all brews. And so the more we can expose students to these stories of a partnership that was amazing, and also interactions with even the Chinese people today that I've just become to love. I mean, just our time there was just amazing. I mean, I want to bring that to the United States and say, there's nothing. I mean, they're people just like us, and that alone, if we could see each other that way, that alone could bring some peace to the world. I think it's all about the future generations. Where they're because they're gonna be the leaders of tomorrow.
You said you're a history teacher. Can you tell us how old usually you are?
So currently I teach more of the geography side, and I teach ninth graders, freshmen in high school.
Oh, like the first year?
Yeah, of high school, yep.
Wow, that's very important because they are before they go to college.
Yes, yeah.
And have you told the story to your students? And is there any reaction that you find interesting?
They find it fascinating that they haven't heard of it, and I'm the same way. I'm like, man, why haven't we, told this story over and over? And so, they're very interested in it. I always get, once they know, I always get, more questions and more questions. And so, while I'm gone, I've put little details every day up for them to, know where I am and what I'm doing on this trip. And so, I'll do my own little part, whatever I can do.
Have you ever visited China?
Yes. So we got to go there a year ago, and I got to see the Doolittle Raider Memorial Hall, and that's the point where I got emotional because I was just overwhelmed by look at the tragedy, and I didn't know that part, and as a history teacher, I didn't teach that part. And so I just felt kind of sad, and just, that there's a lot of students that were my history students that missed out on that. I lost that chance because I just didn't know. And so I don't want that to happen again.
So you visit the
museum. And then we also got to go to where his grandfather bailed out on the side of the hill there, and they dedicated a monument to him. Yes.
What province?
What province was that?
What's your expectation for that?
I don't even know what to expect, but I love that. I love everything I've read because I've read up on it. It's all about let us show our military might, because for the purpose of keeping peace. And I love that even though it's a show of military, it's about peace, and it's about the past, and it's about, look how we worked together before, we can do that again. And so it's celebrating all of that, but all under the curtain of we want world peace, and I love that about it. So, and I mean, what an incredible opportunity.
Thank you. Which state or you both come from?
We live in Florida now.
Florida.
I'm originally from Kansas.